Good morning, good morning. This is Martin here, your host for the breakfast show for SmartRobie. Again, apologize for the delay this morning in here as I was working on the technicality of it. But let's take a look at the market and what we have for you this morning, okay? And of course, many of you have known, finally, the sell-off that we've been seeing in the KLSE as well in the US market is first were notified to you through the red Pentagon, and we'll be checking those out. But let's take a look at what we have prepared for you this morning. And for our onboarding series, we are still pretty much getting all our new members, and for those of you who are experienced, this is something also you can learn. And if you are the experienced one, we do get you to join our Chat with SmartRobie campaign, where you can submit a real trade and get a $50 ringgit voucher. How are you going to do that? With a minimum of 4%, and you just go to our TradeVSA campaign portal, sign up and submit, and the first entry will get you a 50 ringgit touch and go voucher in here. And of course, the highest return will get you a highest return will get you an iPad. Okay, so what is it all about? And all you got to do is enter the SmartRobie. Enter using the SmartRobie Pentagon Guider at the beginning of the chart. Like you can see here, this is where the entry is, and with a minimum of 4%. Generally, if you go to our website, just our website there, and to TradeVSA.com, you should also see our win rate and the usual high and percentage share. All right, just on the website there, they have a win rate around 45% in here for at least 4.5% in here. So that's a chance of making it, and it's pretty good. So if you do get a bit higher on the target profit, that will be better too. So these are some of the US one. I'm going to show you the Malaysian one, but these happened much earlier. Now I have to say, the last week we have the market falling down, but today market started to turn back, and there's a recovery also on the US side. So it does mean hi Saja, okay, good to see you. So it does mean also this week, if you're starting off on a good foot trading that, right, as I said before, you need to cut loss. Okay, when the market comes down, you need to cut loss, and then you go back in, and then you're able to get some of these great returns with stock. LHI on 7th of February, 8%, RGB on 17% on 7th February, Gopeng 10th of February, 20%, United Plantation 13%, and Heineken 13%. 13th of February on 6%. So a lot of this, if you notice, the date is very important. So when the market started to turn up, which I talk about stage 1, stage 2, that's where you wanted to get in, right? This is also in here. So use the Pentagon Guider. All right, I'm going to show you where it is. So all you got to do is just, not this one, sorry. I got to get back to the right one here. Yep, this is the one, and you can just scroll right to the bottom. You can see this is the menu, right? And the Pentagon Guider is this one here. So let me just bring out here. This is the one. That's the one. Yep, that's the Pentagon Guider here. So you can click that, then you'll get that list. But we're going to go through this shortly here. Okay. So you can see this list is we have how many? We have about 10 of them. Oh, MFCB is really one of my favorite too. Turn green. Dialogue, MYEG finally turned green Pentagon, right? Which is pretty good in here. So we're going to go through that shortly in here. All right, so let's look at what we have for you. So this is the ongoing tutorial series that we've been doing to get more of you on board. So let's look at the KLCI today. Okay, we hit that one, hit KLCI. So you can see this morning market is up 2 points, 1512. Now last Friday the market was up 15. The market is up 15 points this morning. Okay, last Friday was up 2 points. Okay, today is up 1% because there's a lot of short covering too. You can see. So some of the big gainers, Saleran, Sapura, you know. Sapura Energy, okay, we're still waiting for the volume to come in. Then we have, that's 24 million Netgate, okay, DNAC. So this is a lot of thing. But let's take a look at the chart. Right, I want to explain a bit on the chart, and I want to rotate this. So you can see from the chart, the market already started to turn back 3 days ago. Okay, on the futures, it's about just last Friday. So you can see from here, let me just get down to this. Okay, you can see that was the real sell-off. Market turned back up, and today we are back to 1520. Now the question is, will we see another pullback going down, which is many of the members also did ask, which align with the US market. It's hard to tell from right now, but definitely you can see the trend is trending down. What I would like to say, the reversal to the mean strategy, which means the market may just go slightly higher, and you can see a lot of resistance around here, the 1560, but there's still a good 40 points to go up from here, so that will be a short-term trading, and then the market might just turn back. Some of the other sectors will also turn back too, so let's just keep that in mind in here, right? So if the market were able to recover, moving a bit higher to this 1560, more importantly is to stay above the 1500 level, 1500 level, 1510, that would be great. Okay, if you can stay that, then that would be pretty good. All right, so you can see from the other charts in here, let me just turn this off. Okay, turn this on again. So you will notice the Tech One, Nestle is big decliner to continue to go lower, and since the last Pentagon, which is a red Pentagon, you could see 26th of February has been down 23%. So a lot of these stocks, which is the so-called really blue chip stocks, hasn't been doing well. Okay, so let's move on to the Robie FA list that we have here, which is more for beginners. As I said before, these are more with a higher rating of 4, 5, 6 rating, so that will give you a better edge into the market. All right, so at least for those of you who wanted to hold it slightly longer, that'll be better. So let's look at the Robie FA list this morning, and we have 6. We have MFCB, okay, and we have MNRB, CCK, MYEG. Of course, MYEG, that always been this darling. So we click on 0134, and let's look at the stock chart. So you can read all the other information, but I'm going to explain you from the chart wise. So they do say that the market is considered to be weak. It's in blue trend zone, strong mode here. All right, just started to turn up because of the Pentagon flow is negative 54. So we're going to look at the chart. Click on that one. So you can see from here, pretty interesting at 90 cents. There was really a good support here where it was, and then turned green Pentagon. This morning the market is up 3.8%. As we saw, the KLSE is rebounding, but my real concern is when it does hit this level here, which is almost there already, okay, and just around 96 cents, that is where the market, can it go higher? This is a lot got to do with what we call short recovering, where the market has been shorted a few times and then the market started to turn up. So a lot of the short are covering their short position, and then the market, they have to buy back. So that's why we see the market go. But you do see the 2-bar reversal. That is the detrimental to the overall resistance, where it will struggle to clear back this 96 cents there. That's where you want to be, be a bit more careful as the market turn, because today it's up 15%, too much, but we shall see whether on Tuesday, remember Tuesday is a public holiday, whether we'll see an upthrust or not. So the market only resume back on Wednesday. So that's MYEG, looking good. Let's look at another one, MFCB 3069. Again, I'm going to just look at the stock chart, stock comment, so I'm just not going to switch off here. All right, you can look at the phone. So you can see from here, a nice 1-2 downtrend, market turning back up. You still got a lot of springs as it comes down. Volume came in, which is this bar here, and then turned green Pentagon. Very classic move. Again, going back to the question, this is again a nice long-term stock, meaning can it go back higher to around $4.40 or hitting $4.70 in here? Did hit around $3-4. So going back to 440, that's almost a 10% move. This morning is up 2.4%. You can see from the top legend there, 1029 in here. So that's also a good one. Let's look at another one. These are all very good FA stock. And of course, why do I say that? Let me just show you this and show you this one here. I'm just turning off, and I want to show the stock fundamentals too. Okay, so the stock fundamentals, you can check from here. All right, it is PE of 8 times. Okay, while the average sector is 13. This is a utility, ROE of 13%, which is higher than average. It pays a 2% dividend, and that's pretty good too. Okay, so MFCB, Rubber, Thread Industry, I think that's their family and Keen Capital Investment. So the projects, look at the news. Okay, if you want to find more, look at the news, MFCB, and not much actually, just broker digest related news. Well, sentiment is very positive. Okay, very positive. All right, now let's move on to the another one is our Pentagon Guider, which is my favorite. Okay, so we've done the KLCI. So if you are belonging to the Gen Z and any question that you wanted to ask, feel free to pencil that in the comment there. All right, so we're just going to go through this. So next we have is the Pentagon Guider, which is a bit more too. Now, given a choice, if you are beginner, use the FA list. At least there's some good dividend shares in here. Some of these may not have good dividend shares, but this is again our flagship. Matrix looks good. Okay, 5236. Okay, 5236. Look at the stock fundamental for Matrix first, and you can see Matrix, it is 3 out of 8. You know, it didn't pass through the other one, right? MSCB. You can see MSCB at least has a 13%. This one for Matrix, we're looking at PE of 11 times. Sector average of 16, so quite cheap also lah. ROE 7%. Okay, well, property ROE is only 6% only. So this one is 7%. Dividend is 4.6. Sector average is 2.5. So Matrix is definitely one of those very good dividend stocks. And if you're looking at getting the dividend stocks, they are plentiful. And my message to you is right now the market is undergoing a lot of selling, and now it's recovering. It's pretty good time to be buying. Okay. Again, if you're longer term, you need to take cognizance of if the market a bit high, you want to take profit. And as I said before, early this year, right, when the beginning of just before Chinese New Year, the year of snakes is going to be a trading market. It's not going to be a one that going to go back what we saw 10% the last year. You know, I think the heydays of KLCI really boom, 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 no longer to be seen. That's my point. It's going to be a lot of trading in and trading out. Okay. Any stocks that you like from this Pentagon list? If you want me to take a look, feel free to show me. Of course, I want to look at the, we did see MYEG, we got Sun Property, Matrix, Dialog, YTL. Oh, okay. YTL will be good because that's the data center team. And we will look at stock fundamental too, right? So stock fundamental is rated 4 out of 8, which is not too bad. PE of 10 times, ROE of 12. Just slightly low, but it pays a 2.4% dividend, which is not too bad. Okay, looking at the stock chart, let's move to, so we can also check out the trading plan. Also important, check out the trading plan first. So the trading plan, it says here is rated 3 out of 5, not too bad. The buy call, okay, will be on the 14, valid until 19, buy below 1945. TP1 is 208. Stop loss is 177. Okay, so now we want to look at the chart here, and we're going to look at the stock chart, stock comment. Hit the, so you can see that this is a very classic double bottom. All right, on one end you have here, which is on January, hits this and then hit it again here. Now the market started to pick up, so we may see the bottoming of this stock. Okay, so the 194, pretty good warrant, but now it's already moved up to $2. Okay, and if you could get in at the beginning of the opening bar, that would be great. And let's see, the beginning of the bar is okay. Now let me see here. Yep, that would be, today is 17th of March. Opening is no, not this one. Yeah, opening is 195. That would be the ideal price, but it's gone up 4% this morning in here. So that's why we tell members, when you pick up a lot of good stocks, first thing in the morning you want to be getting in. Okay, first thing in the morning you want to be getting in, because when the market start to pull up, run faster, a lot of time you may not want to do that. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So let me just get back to here. Okay, let's look at another one. And any interesting stocks that you can see on the Pentagon Guide this morning? Okay, let me know. Put it into the box. Okay, hi Norma. All right, Vitrox, Gas Malaysia. Right, Gas Malaysia is 4 ringgit. Genting, give it a miss lah. Non-Sharia some more. Okay, Vitrox Technology stock at 0097. Okay, so 0097, and let's look at the stock fundamental. So stock fundamental for this is not good. Okay, now why I tell you is NA. NA means not available, or actually zero. Right, you can see from there the sector average is 32 times, which is very expensive for a lot of the technology stocks. Now early on we saw MSCB was only 9 times and 7 times, right? So that tells you the cheap stocks are generally cheaper. So at 54 times, that's pretty pricey, and ROE also not so great lah. 8.8% means the return on equity. Dividend 0.67%. Sector average is 12.5. Okay, so that means it's really a not perform. But let's look at the chart. Stock chart, stock comment. Hit this, okay? And you can see from top here, yes, chart wise, from return to risk is pretty good. You can see market has fallen. It was $4, right? You can see around here, back in January it was $4. It falls to $2.50. That's a huge fall, right? Almost 20-30%. And right now the market is playing catch up. Okay, so if you haven't get in with stocks on the technology, they will certainly be good, right? But you can also check out the other sectors. Okay, under hot sectors in the technology, under hot sectors, you will find some of these stocks too. Okay, shall we do one more? Okay, I'm just scrolling back there, sort of showing you how to look for these stocks. MFCB, Gas Malaysia, YTL. YTL Power and YTL, they all move the same. You see, at item number 5, okay, here, YTL, then you have YTL Power. Then you got property stocks, also metrics. Dialog, okay, let's look at Dialog. Dialog has going to be falling a bit more. Stock fundamental for Dialog. So stock fundamental Dialog also not good. You can see from here, it's also NA, not available, mean kosong lah. So you can see PE is 25 times. Sector average is 13 times. So that means very pricey lah. ROE, average sector is 18%. This one is 5.6%, not good. But it pays a good dividend, almost 3%, compared to sector average of 2.4%. Okay. So this one, that's what the rating is NA. Now let's look at the chart. Stock chart, stock comment. So again, you can see from here a very nice reward to risk. In January, it was around $2, dropped to around 140, now back to 150, and just turned green Pentagon. Okay, so a lot of nice degree freedom of swing upwards, and that's what trading is all about. Swinging those apart in here. Now, if you're a beginner, you might not be comfortable, man. You just want to trade those FA stock, and if you do get a 4% minimum as a real trade, submit it in, and you get a $50 ringgit voucher. Okay, $50 ringgit voucher, and of course, the highest score gets an iPad too. Right? So we done the Pentagon Guide in here. Of course, those are listening this morning, any list that you all have other than Pentagon Guide, let me know. Okay, of course, SmartRobie is powered by Pentagon Guider, which is approved by the Securities Commission. Now, Pentagon Guider has been become our digital investment advice. So keep that in mind. We are one of the first and foremost digital investment advice in Malaysia. And of course, Pentagon Guider, what is it all about? It's the beginning of an uptrend. So let's hope that some of those shares we talk about, like MFCB, MYEG, Wittrox, we are heading for an uptrend. But don't be overly bullish. As I said before, this year, year 2025 is the year of snakes. Market may be just ranged by buying at support and selling at resistance. Unique proposition, Pentagon Guider, green to buy, red to sell, and you can also set up those alerts in your watch list. So the watch list setting up, check out the FAQ under the tab menu on our SmartRobie apps, and it will show you how to do that. So whenever any of your favorite stocks, you will get the green Pentagon notified after market close. Also for US market too. Okay, highlighted in blue here, and it is notified in your apps. Okay. Next week will be our SmartRobie on the US market, which we did last week in here. So any support, you can send it to WhatsApp at 010-266-9761 with regards to the SmartRobie. Right. All right. Don't forget to check out our YouTube and great review in here, and also submit your real trade for a minimum of 4% return to get a 50 ringgit Ang Pao voucher in here. All right. And here is our SmartRobie. Any stocks that you want me to comment, feel free to pencil in there. I'm able to help you. And don't forget to join our Telegram chat room for all our free stock market information. So that's all we have for this morning in here. Thank you for coming. And we will let you know whether we are doing a live training on Wednesday. Okay? Bye-bye.